Good morning, everyone. So, first of all, we want to give honor to God. We in this season, Jesus is risen, so we're so grateful for this season. I know a lot of people are out on holidays right now, but also I'd like to thank the Department of Housing and everybody who's helped me put this together. Let's give them a round of applause. I would also be remiss if I did not acknowledge my staff who's walking around with the black shirts on. I want to thank them, give them a round of applause also. And I want to thank all of the other departments that are going to be on the panel. I think it's CHA, Chicago Housing Trust, and the ARO folks. So some of you may or may not know, for years, I've been encouraging people to do affordable housing. Before we even had an affordable housing ordinance, right? So for years, we've been encouraging folks, if they want to build in the ward, you got to give me, in some areas, some CHA and some affordable housing, right? And we've been able to do that in several buildings around our ward. And then so since that time, myself and other folks encouraged for the city to have an ARO ordinance, which started out with 10% affordable housing. So every developer that get a zoning change has to do 10% affordable housing. So that's called the ARO. Then that legislation increased to 15%. Then we got it to 20%. So now it's 20%. In some areas, thank you. In some areas in our ward, around the Fulton Market, we try to encourage folks to do 30% affordable housing. So a lot of folks don't know, like a lot of those buildings in the Fulton Market and in the West Loop area, some of them have affordable housing units in them. And it's called the ARO. And people, I wanted to put this together because people somehow did not know about that. I want to make sure everybody knows, but also that they know about the income requirements and what you have to go through in order to qualify for it. And like I say, even if all of you all that are here may not need it, but you may know somebody who needs it. Probably that person you want to get out of your house, go get your own apartment, right? So, so I want us to learn and understand what the opportunities are, because we fight. I mean, back in the day, I got in a big fight with Mayor Daley about affordable housing. He didn't want that ordinance passed. We got in a little fight on the floor, and I thought I wouldn't be seen the next week after that. But God bless us to still be here, and the ordinance passed, right? And so a lot of great things have happened since then. We passed other legislation to encourage SROs in the ward, in the city. If SROs want to sell, they got to resell first to an affordable housing developer, and that affordable housing developer rehabs it, gets some money from the city, and keeps some affordable housing in those areas. So a lot of these SROs have been rehabbed and changed. And also, we all are still pushing for the transformation of public housing on CHA's property throughout the city of Chicago. And a lot of y'all may or may not know, when they transform those neighborhoods, it's market rate, affordable, and CHA units. So it's not just CHA housing. It's affordable housing for people who need affordable housing too. So this is about all of that. And so we want people to know, and people come up to me sometimes. One of the main reasons why I wanted to do this is folks would come up to me and they'd be like, look, I put my application in, they didn't want me to move in there because, they don't like me and all that stuff. And then I had to call the different departments and figure out, what's the deal? Well, it's an income thing. It's an income situation. So I want folks to understand what the qualifications are to meet the criteria in order to be able to rent some of these apartments and or buy some housing. Also, I need to say we have housing working with the Chicago Land Trust, Housing Trust. We have houses that's been for sale for a long time. And some of these developers, I made deals with developers in the past where I say, okay, you know, me and the community will work with you and allow you to build these expensive condos that cost $1 million, but you got to give us some affordable houses somewhere else in the ward, right? If you don't want to build them in your building, you can build them outside your building. You can build them on the west side, or you can build them somewhere else. Well, so we've been able to encourage those kind of things. So we got houses for sale that are affordable as low as 200 and something thousand to 300 something thousand. And some of them are in buildings where they sell, you know, property for a lot of money. But some of them are brand new houses and they really appraised for a lot more than that. But people, I guess they don't know. So I want folks to know because we still have a lot of them available. So we have a couple of developers here, property owners here that own some of these units that we encourage folks to build outside of the development where they are, that folks can qualify for and possibly buy. And so we also have agencies here like the Garfield Park Community Council, NHS, several other organizations, BMO Harris, Guaranteed Rate. All these folks who have great incentives for first-time home buyers to help you, right? Along with some of the delegate agencies that's working with the city, that we have a lot of different, you know, we give you money where you pay a low down payment and all of those things. So this is an opportunity for folks to be able to get some home ownership, but also get an affordable unit and also move to some decent neighborhoods throughout the city of Chicago. So one, I want to thank you all for being here. We robocalled this about 3 times. We tried to e-blast it. We tried to get the information out as best as we could. So hopefully, after you all leave here, hopefully you may be able to get you an affordable apartment or whatever. But also, if not, you will be able to take this information and share it with some other people so that they can take advantage of it. This is not a one-time thing. This is a moving thing, and it's going to continue to happen throughout the year. And the thing is, because now we have 20% affordable housing, there's going to be so much more affordable housing happening in the future. So if you don't qualify for it now, you may qualify for it in the future. So again, I want to thank all of you for being here. Thank everybody who helped us to put this together. Thank everybody who's going to be on the panel. And I pray that you all can get blessed and get a decent and affordable place to live. Thank you very much.